today I'll be reviewing all of the stoned collection from Urban Decay. The stuff that comes in here is really pretty. The packaging is just incredibly freaking amazing. It's so beautiful. I love the stones here on the palette itself. Fun watching if you're looking to see what my thoughts are on this collection. Comes with the palette, the 4 eyeliners, 4 lip glosses, and then a highlighter. Cute. I wonder if there's more stuff under it. I doubt it, huh? Yeah, nothing. The highlighter reminds me of crystals almost. I think this whole collection was actually inspired by crystals. Now that I'm putting 2 and 2. Palette is probably the one that I'm gonna start off with. I haven't touched it. It is so pretty. The colors, each one kind of represents various colors, so each one has like specks of like different color shades. Sorry, I was trying to get the brush out without dipping my finger inside any of the shadows. Each one of the shadows has specks of various colors, so some have yellow and like little specks of white. I don't know, it's just almost so pretty that I feel like the color of the palette is lying to me. Like when I put it on my eyelid, it's not gonna look like that. For example, Opal, the white one, has white, blue, and silver. So I don't know exactly how that would look. I'll play with as many as I can, and then I'm gonna try to just use the brush that came in the collection. One side is fluffy and then the other side is flat. I also have my color switch. I'll go ahead and use Good Karma. Ooh, right off the bat, these colors are being powdery, which I definitely don't mind, just because I feel like that will give me a good smooth color. Just tap it away, tap away the excess. As for pigmentation, dang, it literally went on like butter. Cool. Also went ahead and did my face already just because I wanted to focus on the collection. My face isn't that relevant to anything in this collection, so I'll probably just use the highlight that's in here, and that's about all that's for the face. So that's the white. I love me a good white beige eyeshadow, so this color will definitely I'll use in the future. As for the other colors, I'll probably use one in the lid and then one in the transition. I don't know if I should do 2 shimmeries or a shimmery and a matte. Well, I did a matte right now. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I have to choose 2 or 2. I'm gonna go ahead and do another matte. So I'll switch my color here. This is a really pretty brownie color. If you guys see how easy that blends, and it's so much pigmentation just with that one dab that I did. That's awesome. I will be cleaning the corners later with concealer. I haven't applied concealer to my under eye, so that's really gonna help me just keep the shape that I want with the shadow. Why I didn't apply any concealer, just because I love doing that trick. And even it will clean up a little bit of the eyeliner later too. I wish this collection would have had liquid liners. So that's the brown. As for the brush that comes in the palette, it's really good. I have various brushes of my own just in front of me, just in case I need to swap it out with one. But up until this point, I've just used this one, and the blend seems like it's pretty nice. It gives me that gradient effect, just a little bit bolder towards my eye and then faded out towards the eyebrow. So we love that. We love to see it. As for my main color, I don't know if I should do gold or tiger's eye or a purple. These names are so cute too. Let me read them to you guys. It's Good Karma, Jade, Opal, Aura, Tiger's Eye, Vibes, Anecdote, Third Eye, Meditate, Raw Energy, Ojo, Bloodstone, and I don't know how to say that. H-E-X-E-D, Hexed. I wonder what that means. Because everything else is like on like the spiritual, like supernatural level. I'm debating between the blue and the brown, the blue and the gold. So I already have brown, so I see how the gold would look really pretty. The tiger's eye here, or ojo. But I want to do something bold. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with ojo, the blue. I'm going to go in just with the flat side of that double-ended brush that came with the palette. Just dry for right now. Just in case I need to spray it, I'll be spraying it with this just to get a dampened color. But these went on really creamy. So that went on just really creamy. It went on really creamy. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to dampen my brush in order to get a better color, but we'll see. I'll just start applying it and then I'll go from there. See reflection of purple and white, and then obviously the blue. One thing that I do have to say is that there's a lot of fallout. I would have maybe put powder under here just so I could have been able to brush it off a little bit easier. But since I don't have concealer, I don't really mind just wiping it off a little bit later with the fluffy big brush. I was able to get a lot of color with just the wet brush. I mean, just the dry brush. But I want to go ahead and wet it to see if it will change anything. And this is my Lavender Fix Plus from MAC. So to apply that blue, I'd say a variation of wet and dry helped me achieve the best look. So I did spray my brush that one time that I showed on camera, and it helped me blend things a little bit easier. In order to get the color that's in the palette, which is the little specks of different colors, you're gonna want to do it dry. So wet in order to blend, that's what helped me out the most, and then dry to get the color that's in there. So making a mix of both, just using the wetness to blend and then the dryness to get the color, really helped me achieve this here, which I'd say would be the prettiest result, just so you're not disappointed if you buy this palette. I'm gonna go in with Anecdote. It's gonna be a matte color. I'm gonna go ahead and use that to blend just the upper side of the eye here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but every time I tap, there's like flyaway everywhere. The shadow's kind of powdery, which I personally don't mind, but I know there are people that would really dislike that, just because your product's gonna run out sooner if every time you tap there's product everywhere. Do you see that? Like every time I do that, it's like a whole bunch of specks everywhere. But judging color, not anything else, I'm cool with the color. I found that my finger is actually a better application for this, which I should have known from the beginning just because it's so chunky. Collection also comes with 4 liners here. There's this gold, a purple, a brown, and a green. They're all supposed to be really shimmery. So that's pretty. I do see some specks of shimmer in there. And then I've talked to a rep and she told me that these are safe enough to use on the eye and the lips. So if you guys want to line your lips with these, you could definitely do that. I might do that today just because I do see one that would match the gloss I'm leaning towards. I went ahead and put a little bit of this gold inside my waterline. I do want to do it over 2, but I need to apply concealer first, and I decided to go with this one just because gold reminds me of yellow, and then yellow is complementary to blue. I'm gonna go ahead and color correct a little bit, just the littlest bit of color corrector, before I go in with my concealer. I went ahead and added the liner to the inside as well as to the outside, just extending and making the eye a little bit more open. I really like how that looks. These pencils always glide on, so they're never a disappointment. I kind of want to use as many as possible. Now I'm adding some of this brown, it's called Tiger's Eye, to the corner of my eye where I'm gonna wing out my eyeliner, and just so it could be sparkly underneath. Now before I do my highlighting on my face, I want to do it in my inner corner. I usually use my highlighter in the inner corner of my eye just to open my eyes, so I'll be doing the same thing today. Putting a little bit of the highlighter. I kind of don't like it. It's more glittery as opposed to highlightery, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is not my thing. I'll go ahead and highlighter everywhere that I would highlight with this highlighter, even though I know just off the bat, just by doing my inner corner, that I'm not gonna like it. Let me just do it though. Maybe I could change my mind today, right? I really like the fact that it's a pink highlighter. I just don't like the payoff of it. This is more like if I'm going to a rave or something. It's like a lot of glitter as opposed to highlighting. I want a highlighter that's like bam, like boom, like reflect light, not glittery. If you like glittery highlighters though, this one's really pretty. I really enjoy pink highlighters. I haven't tried a pink highlighter. I know to me it's not new, but like to a lot of people, I know they strive away from pink. If you haven't tried a pink highlighter, you should definitely give it a try. I don't know if this one here, but definitely a pink highlighter if you haven't used one yet. I think it's blinding my camera just how freaking glittery it is. Oh, definitely not something I would go for personally. We put some on here. Maybe as a body highlighter, that would look cute. I'm gonna go ahead and set it and see if it tames the glitter a little bit. Before I do my gloss, I kind of want to play a little bit more with the shadows, just because I'm not liking the palette right now, and it's so beautiful that I want to like it, but I don't know. Let me see if on my finger they do something else. Why didn't it come off like this in my eye? It's like matte, like it's pretty, but it's like matte compared to the palette itself. Like when I look at these colors here on the palette, I'm expecting so much more, so I don't know what went wrong. Let me do one more. Jade is calling my name right now. That's Jade there. I feel like they're just so much prettier on the palette. So as soon as I smeared my finger in there, the chunks that I first wanted completely disappeared. I also did Tiger's Eye. I guess Tiger's Eye didn't so much, but they did, like right here. And then ojos, that's completely gone. I'm not too impressed with this collection, honestly. It's more marketing. It's definitely more marketing, because the freaking connection my eyes and this collection had was instant. Like I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, like I love it, I want it, I need it, like let me freaking get it, you know? And then now that I have it here, it's like so if I had to choose anything from here, or actually I'm not done, let me do the glosses. Maybe I fall in love with the glosses right now. This is Tiger's Eye on my lips, and I really like it. I feel like I'll be picking this up in the future. It's just like so pretty. I only did it on the outer lid, but I could see myself doing it on the whole thing, just giving it a metallic look. Orange one. There's also this blue purpley color, and then this yellow and this pink. Thinking of doing either pink or yellow? I think I'm gonna go with yellow. Oh, these smell so good. And they tingle a little bit, so they're plumping. I didn't know that was part of it. Does it say anything on the box? Oh yeah, it's a vanilla mint flavor. Feel the vibration. Vegan formula. Does not contain animal derived. Ooh. Yeah, so these do have a little bit of mint in there. So that's why I feel the tingling. And the vanilla helps with the smell. These are so pretty. Oh my gosh. So I'm all set. I had and added some stones just because I felt like it went with the whole vibe. But overall, I really enjoyed the eyeliners. The eyeliners were really creamy and I was able to double them up as a lip liner and an eyeliner. I used them under the waterline just to create a bigger eye, and above the eye to give my liner a little bit of shimmer. So that was awesome. I also really enjoyed the lip glosses. The lip glosses, not only are they really cute, they look like little crystals. Not only are they really cute, but I love the tingly effect. I always feel like tingle equals plump. So they kind of remind me of like the lip injections. Just like that tingly feeling. My third favorite was the palette. It is really pretty. I just don't feel like the colors here actually represent the ones that pay off on the eye. So that's the only disappointing thing about that. I really like the brush that it comes with. I like both sides of it. The flat side and the fluffy side were really good. And as for the last item in this collection, which was the highlighter, I don't think I'd ever pick this up if I'm like for a regular occasion. I probably pick this up like if I'm going to a rave. This one here is really beautiful. I love the fact that it's pink. I think pink highlighters are definitely underrated, but I don't like the fact that it's so glittery. That's just not something I look for in a highlighter. I'd probably maybe put this as a topper to a gloss. That could look really pretty, or maybe an eyeshadow. But I put it inside my inner corner and it's more, it didn't even like open my eye as much as I'd want it to. So I'd probably pass on this. But yeah, this collection is so beautiful and it was really fun to play with. If you do have the money to splurge and you want to play a little bit with makeup, I think this would really be a fun collection for you to pick up. I did think this was going to be an everyday palette just because the colors here do portray everyday colors. But I don't think this would be an everyday palette at all. If I were to pick one thing from here, it'd probably be the eyeliners or the lip glosses. I would definitely reconsider getting the whole thing. It wasn't my cup of tea, but it is really beautiful. If you're looking more of like, I know a lot of people get makeup just to look at it, like it's just a vibe in their room. This is definitely that. Even the outside is really pretty. This was definitely not the collection for me. I do agree with the fact that it was really pretty, but that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this a little bit insightful if you were going to pick up this collection. I hope I didn't discourage you too much. I mean, you could try it yourself, but I did show what the results that I got, and I'm definitely not too fan of the fact that some of the shadows do flake. Only the mattes blend as good as I'd like a shadow to blend. So this would definitely be a pass for me.